Hello, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome back. This is Force with some more WildStar discussion. I know it's been some time. It's actually been a little bit over a week since our last WildStar video. I will freely admit I took a bit of a break. I kind of burnt out a bit after that first week of hardcore grinding, getting to 50 ASAP, and then starting to grind out those adventures. I kind of said, gotta take a deep breath, gotta calm down. This is a bit much. But after a brief hiatus, I have since come back and I've begun to work on that process of endgame progression. Now, if you happen to check out my most recent WildStar video, I touched on some of the various things there are to do in the endgame. You know, there's doing daily quests and grinding for reputation. And then there was the grinding of adventures to try to get some of the blue gear and prepare yourself for veteran dungeons. Well, I have since moved forward in that process and have stepped into the veteran dungeons, the level 50 sort of like hardcore mode, if you will. And boy, oh boy, is it quite a bit of a challenge. Over the course of the last few days, I've been grinding stuff out. I did a bunch of Storm's Talon's Lair, but that's pretty easy. We got that down pat. We started to reach a little bit of a situation, though, with this instance known as Skullcano. Supposedly supposed to be one of the harder veteran dungeons. It's a lot of fun, and we've been progressing through it actually very, very well, again to the very end and the very final boss, and I've really, really been enjoying it. I might at some point in the future sort of take you through in a guide video. I might do actually all of the veteran dungeons at some point. We'll have to see. You know, it really depends on how the next few weeks with my time with WildStar go. But what I want to do is just talk with you guys about sort of the end game gear grind. I want to know how you guys feel about the process in MMOs. Are you an MMO player who, you know, likes some of the aspects, like the social aspects and maybe like the PvP, but how do you feel about gear grinding, getting to endgame and going through that process in which you have to essentially go up a ladder of ever increasing gear? You know, you start off at the base level, so let's just say some level 50 crafted stuff, and then the veteran adventures, and then you move up and you go to the gear from the veteran dungeons, and that's where you start to get a lot of the level 50 epics in the veteran dungeons. And then we progress forward into the 20-man raids, something that some of the more hardcore guilds have already started to step into. And then eventually, as you gear up in the 20-man raids, you gear up in the 40-man raids. How do you feel about that process? I've sort of, I don't know, I'm of two minds about it. I really, really enjoy the learning process. When you're with a group that's actually learning, there have been several occasions, even in just these past few weeks, where I've been with some groups who just don't seem to get the hang of it. And sometimes they've been pugs, and sometimes they've been organized groups. But you'll get with a group of people, and it's just not always panning out. And that's especially punishing in a game like WildStar, where really everyone needs to be on their A game. Even on trash packs, if one person misses an interrupt and you don't break all that interrupt armor and you don't get that stun off, you could wipe the entire group. I mean, it's a legitimate concern. So I enjoy the process when you're with a group of people and they are learning and you are progressing. But at the same time, man, it's such a time commitment. It's such a time sink. In the past couple of days, I've sunk lots and lots of hours into grinding through some of these veteran dungeons, and it's really enjoyable. I really like the experience, but I take a step back and like, oh man, there's a bunch of other shit I should be doing, like, you know? So yeah, I just wanted to sort of share with you how it's been going so far. Again, I'm having a great time. We've been busting through some of the veteran dungeons, currently making my way through Skullcano. We've progressed all the way up to the last boss, and we pretty much have the last boss. It's just a matter of execution. We understand all the parts of the fight. It's just a matter of not getting hit by giant red laser beams that are spinning around, or getting knocked off the cliff, or, you know, getting two-shot by the boss as the it's fun. But boy, oh boy, is it such a commitment. And that's sort of what I want to hear, how you guys feel about it. And I don't know, I might even, sometimes I feel like I'm at the point where it's just really tough to invest that much time in a single game. But while I'm doing it, and while I've been going through it over the last few days, I've been really thoroughly enjoying it. So I'll keep you guys up to date. You know, we're going to do that Skullcano clear probably tonight, actually. I plan to hop back in. We just took a little bit of a break. I just wanted to update you guys, show you some gameplay. Are you playing WildStar right now? Have you stuck with it now that we're a few weeks out? What do you think of it if you're level 50 and you're going through the end game? Are you someone who hasn't jumped into this game? What are your opinions on MMO endgames in general, and that whole idea of grinding up through tiers of gear. Something else that is always in the back of my mind is that, oh boy, a year and a half from now when the first expansion comes out, or whenever it's going to be, all this gear that we're spending countless hours grinding is going to be replaced by doing a single quest at level 51 or some garbage like that. But you know what? It's about the journey. That's what's important, and is that a process that you enjoy? I'd like to know your thoughts, guys. So thanks so much for watching this video, a discussion of endgame progression, gearing up, all that stuff here in WildStar. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll keep you up to date as I continue to move through this adventure, and I'll again show you guys some more WildStar videos. So hope you have a great evening, and I will see you next time. Keep watching and keep owning. Okay, stop.
Stop logging in. Blinded, blinded.
Bot moving.
Blinded.
It's on
Spark.
cooldown.
Spark.
I guess, sir.
Let's try the spark. Okay, stopping. Spark's coming.
Why is he on me?
I don't know.
Stop shooting me. Spark.
I'm gonna move at a thing right next to us. Yeah, okay, that's it.
Okay. We can still win. They'll chase me forever.